What's up, everybody? Hello, and welcome back to some more Victoria 3 as Sequoia. It is 1848. We are 12 years into the game, and it's been a long 12 years. It's been a very tumultuous process to get us to where we need to be. And we have to build on our momentum that we have. We don't have construction sectors. We're still struggling to do that. Our military is very expensive. Those are all expected costs that come with the territory of what we've been doing here. So I need to get a fix for those. I can probably do railways right away and worry about army reserves and Napoleonic warfare later, because I need to get some stuff working. Like, you know, we have access problems here that I'd like to fix. Granted, our economy sucks. I would love to join, like, the British market, but you have to, like, subjugate. And I hate that they took out the customs union from the olden days. Those were so nice to have. Do we need two of these? I really don't think we need two. Let's pull off from the United States and get the one from GB. I know we're going to have a shortage. If they get their leverage generation, it would be very good for us. Also, make sure that you still like us. We only want to pick on the United States with their 50 troops. That's why I want to have a friend somewhere, because they will definitely attack us. Alright, let's cut military wages for now. We cut government wages too, we do make funds. Could also raise taxes, could also start taxing services or liquor. Speaking of, I could probably drop things that aren't in Wisconsin or Illinois actually, alone. Incorporated some states. Mexico's having some problems. I really want to get some colonies kicking here. We need to do something. Problem is, people don't like us. We have so many radicals. Half our pops are radicals. Landed voting is the right step here. Get people to like us. Slowly fix our economy. Pay the government. Pay the military a little bit. A tax would be the right thing to do here, I think. Let's do a liquor tax, and we'll do a tea tax. Such a lot for such a small fucking nation, man. But it's important. It's important to get this stuff right. Just slowly fixing our economy here. So I finished building an iron mine. We probably don't need the iron imports anymore. So the lack of tooling is what's hurting us in some of this. When do we pick up fucking fertilizer plants? Okay. Unless hurricane pump is the thing. Okay. Alright, let's get the paper in. Nation of... what is this? For ourselves and our brothers to survive, we must band together. Only united will be able to resist the advances both diplomatic and forceful of the colonizing powers on our doorsteps. 5 Castolia states owned by Sequoia, Oklahoma's homeland. We can become recognized. Oh. Need to research nationalism. So that's going to take ages, but it's over here. Leave the anti-Confederate leagues. We want them to be our friends. If we can get an alliance with one of them. With one of yous, we'll be in a good spot. Really, it's a thing supported by everybody and we're getting debate fails? Okay. How embarrassing. think I really want a tool industry. It is getting built in Indiana next. Finish there, and then we're going to take you. We're going to build this in there. That's going to probably jump down 33 weeks. Construction efficiency is from turmoil. It is. Police could deal with that. We don't have access to dedicated police force because we are backwards in tech. Yeah, law enforcement is here. Honestly, get me law enforcement. That's going to be very critical. Getting access to greener grass campaign and other things. Legislative failures is a shame. Don't know why we're doing railways. It makes less sense now that since we actually have we need to do motor industries and other stuff to make that actually make sense. Half our pop being radicals is not a good feeling. We can run with it though. Pay my military more again. Our value is going up. I think we finished a coal mine, so I shouldn't need to mine for coal anymore. It'd also be nice to, you know, accept some of our other citizens here. Like freedom of conscience would be good. Religious schools. Don't hate it. We'll throw it in the queue. Military assistance can be gotten from some of these guys. So they need more leverage on me. I can't offer them anything to get leverage. That would mean I can join their power block. If they offer me military assistance, I could get that leverage. Hey, no, how do they have to meet that condition for me to, like, request them to join? It's like the bare minimum. I can't get it done. Okay, whatever. Trade agreement would be nice. If I increase the volume of trade between us here, methinks that'll have an impact. There's railways. 23 reasons. I just hurt my economy. That's all I've done. Incorporated, 18 months. I never actually incorporated these states. Incorporate those two. Going to need a government administration. Let's get one in. Any tax problems? Indiana's going to be a little bit of a tax problem later. So you're going to probably attack me. But people like me more than they like you. There's a fact with GB does suck. Does really suck. Like, ultra suck. That is so sad. Damn. 100% chance they accept, 7% if I give them an obligation. Why did our income just tank here? Such a fucking fine line between different stuff. Alright, so we're starting to actually make money off of our tooling. I think I can actually cancel this. Should now have tools. Meaning I can probably... What do we have excess of? I can sell some of this to the British. I guess a little bit of money. Everything fucking matters here. Did we build a... We don't have that in the queue. Paper mills. Let's get one in Indiana. Right now we're importing it, but it's a loss. We'll need some eventually. Move the artillery down. This in Oklahoma doesn't make sense either. I think we do the paper mills, then the government administration, and then the other stuff. $193, okay. A lot of bait failed. Great. Okay, pay the government again. To take more states. So I could fight the United States if I wanted to kill myself. Let's just do a heat check here. We're gonna rewrite this pre-war save. I think we're not going back to that time. Let's just do a heat check and see what happens if I were to go and like conquer this stuff. If I do like conquer this and just see. Heat check. I want to do this. I want to take out Colorado, Wyoming, Montana. Let's do Michigan, and then we'll stop. GP will get involved because I'm doing everything. Okay, that's fine. Let's see if we could have a chance. Probably took too much here. Unless GB does get involved. They didn't get involved. It's just us versus them, huh? Can I get an adamant defense or a cautious guy? The brave guy over here is probably really good. There's our cautious advanced guy. Take half the stack. I want that are regular. Come over here. I want you to actually upgrade all of our troops. Import this from the British. Raise our taxes. The losses we're about to take are going to be killer here. I don't think we can actually beat the United States, but it's good to see that no one gets involved. So that's our heat check. We can isolate them into a 1v1. It's a question of will we win the 1v1. And if I went for this step over here, let's try that. Let's just try taking just our like eastern regions, right? Or western, I should say. Let's get another defensive strategist. We're going to do some defensive stuff here. Split in half. Mobilize, you come here. And mobilize, you come here. And we're just going to take you, half you. Come over here. You come over here, and we're just going to hold. Now, the loss of income we're going to see here is going to be precipitous. quite brutal. We have failed landed voting. That is a damn shame. And not what I wanted. We promised religious schools, so let's go for religious schools. Colorado, Wyoming, Montana. I want to revoke your claim on Indiana and nowhere else. Let's just give it a college try. Feels like a loss to me. Yeah, it's a loss. All right. So the check is we can't even win in the 1v1 here because we just don't have the army. But that's fine. We don't have to win. That's us in a isolated war where it's just us versus them. We can get better things to happen to us. Also might have been possible to get someone else in the war. I just wasn't checking, which is on me. Hopefully we just get landed voting to pass. That would be nice. We can actually pay our people again. Cool. Okay. So I know we aren't going to actually make much money with it yet, but I do want to start getting us the basics of a motor industry. We already have some steel mills. Landed voting will make me a happy person. No access to the sea makes trading a piece of work. Alright, landed voting did pass. Moderate to moderate. Should have let them fight, actually. Was probably the better option there. Alright, first election is inbound. I did promise religious schools, so let's start working on that. There goes our exile. You can invite him back in. Start the peasant movement. Clouds on the horizon. Anti-country lobby have started in the U.S. That sounds good for me. Those Americans are jerks. This instant pact they have is really going to make me angry. It's going to be very annoying. What would you offer me to fight Mexico? If I get a Confederate States alliance, we will attack Mexico, probably. 20 subjects there. That's going to be annoying. I can get Texas and I need access to the sea to really open up a whole world of opportunities here. That's where I'm going to thrive, is with the sea. This seems like a good grouping. Making 1K now. We'll probably ditch this trade route because we have our own paper mill. What is this war? Conquer American Colorado. Very interesting. They should win that. Let's go and upgrade all of our military units. We're getting by with such terrible production of stuff. There is religious schools. Maybe upgrading all of them was a mistake. Light infantry is expensive. But if I were to do a little boop, we make money again. Okay. Here comes the sulfur. We can cut the sulfur trade. Get 5 units. Good. We can do... We would lose money. We do have access to an iron mine. Is that iron mine making anything? I feel like I should just turn these on and then adjust. We have access to steel. We have access to sulfur. Like, this will provide opportunities for jobs elsewhere within the nation, right? One would think. Market squares, however, is a different thing. No immigration controls would also help. So like if I look at you, you're hiring. You should self-fix a lot of this. Not the steel mill, because we just don't have market access here. And good old Oklahoma. Did you just win? You did just win. Take that, America. Still, you are guaranteeing Ecuador. It's worth fucking nothing. Okay. If I change my government, I could get like an extra 25, right? What about over here? I'm looking at the alliance. Obviously worth nothing, apparently. What defensive pact do you have? You've got one with Haiti, okay. I really just want someone to attack Mexico with me. I think the pirates are that guy. How do they consider my obligation to be fucking worthless? It's so dehumanizing. Right, we were trending down because I swapped all the production stuff over, but it should recover. Population is growing by 70k. So we're not even colonizing. I need to do a law. Got religious schools. Frontier colonization is just good for us. It's what we need to be competitive. If we can colonize this, these nations will have a chance. Minor power, great power, major power. We don't have access to munitions plants. I know we have 1 unit of skirmish infantry, but that guy's just never going to get worked. Did Oklahoma fix its problem? It did. Okay, well, pump that railway down. honestly probably shouldn't build that in Oklahoma. Let's do this in Oklahoma, and we're going to do our artillery foundry somewhere else. We'll do it in Kansas. 60% chance of success for 75. Let's take the more guaranteed 75. Paramilitary full costs. Okay. Gotta remember we're still early, right? And as long as we keep fighting back the U.S., technically we've done everything we need to do. That is our target. It's just taking control of the U.S. So there's nationalism stuff we can do if we go down this track, but is it worth it? I don't think it's worth focusing that when there's better opportunities for us. Like, I think, like, water tube boiler and intensive agriculture are going to be just too good for us right now. And then eventually we want to hit banking. Military investment is necessary, but then all, like, the Navy things are worthless to us. Getting access to percussion caps could be good, though. Keeping us relevant. So there's a sweet spot here where we're actually going to be pretty competitive in this nation. Embargo of the United States, sure. Can I do a rival? No. 27 and 26 reasons. It comes down to strength. Okay, I need to... Let's get some government administrations here. Let's get like one in Iowa. Playwright, endorse it, yeah. Going up in power would help here. Local migration, welcome. Andrew Kohust, he's a jingoist, that's fine. It's a traditionalist, no thank you. Go and do your gamble. Still suppressing the Yankees, but it's working. Irish frontier colonization. All folks can reap the rewards. Pro-country lobby, yes, and I want to do a colony here. That's the damn claims, okay. That's gonna be annoying. Well, there you go. Here's our opportunity. Let's make a save. Beat the USA. Honestly, what I want here is just to take Ohio and Michigan. Michigan, Ohio, and they stop, which is why I need to not take both. Okay. Okay, beat the USA. We're going to claim Michigan, leave Ohio. Where do I claim Ohio? One of these is necessary. Let's take Ohio. And you stop immediately. So we can't go above 25. Is what it feels like to me. Beat the USA. Michigan will be our war goal. And then we are going to... And you stop immediately. Wow. Really? Anything I do. Let's see if I can beat them one-on-one here. Probably not, honestly. Okay, here's what we gotta try. Instead, let's see if we can do a war to take away their claims. So I do a revoke claim on Minnesota. Minnesota, where are you? You still will get involved. I want to do this right now. I want to call you in with a war goal. Revoke claim on South Carolina. And if I do that and I throw in a conquered state of Michigan, do you stay on my side? You do. I could do another war goal. Give me a Montana here. And also Wyoming. Yeah. Give me both of those. Cautious advance. He is our guy. We're going to defend front here. Hero of the people. Advancing cautiously. Let's see if we can beat the USA. Please give me your military support. Please and thank you. They want West Virginia and Virginia, so our guys will never back out. Confederates have no loans right now. They are accruing loans. Go and defend front and sit up here. Alright, if this doesn't work, then we know the answer is going to be we need to not take Minnesota. Unless we've already taken... No, we have not. Go and end embargo. I don't care about the embargoing you. This is our strategic objective. Just gonna take Minnesota. If we take Minnesota, we have the war goal. Well, looks like the South will rise again. Who would have thunk? Let them attack with their good stuff. That's not good. Think we're winning? Need a little bit of hardwood. Probably have a lot of private investment saved up that I just can't invest in because I don't have a construction sector. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of hardwood focus in our one guy we have. I'm going to go and actually build us a construction sector in Illinois. And do you have a railway? I bet you I have now built one. You do. This is going to be subsidized. Wooden passenger car. Take that, Atlee Pearson. There's the war goal. Well, nope, it's soon to be our war goal. Come on now. One more. That should be it, right? It's half and half. We take it, they fall. They have fallen, and they can't get up. And the South has risen. Okay, so now we can colonize something. Thank you, Lord. Got this state. We can go ahead and reset production there. Is there anything in Minnesota? There's some raw resources. Okay, that's fine. Oh, and we just, speaking of, let's cut a construction sector out of that. Okay, so the one we just built and that we're using here, honestly, probably iron frame buildings is more valuable to us. And we have shortages of goods. Well, let's import some of this from the British. Most of this is stuff we produce. So there we go. Why do we have shortages? We should be able to meet the demand for all of these with our mines if they're being used. Looks like they're not being used. Where is our tooling industry? That's going to be the main problem here. We should have one. Where the fuck is my tooling industry? It's in Indiana. They can't hire because we're asking for steel. Maybe I need to import some steel to get this like kick-started. Construction goods is our main cost, but it's also letting us use our investment pool, which I kind of really want to do. What if I raise taxes? 2K in taxes. If I cut government wages, it's workable. The artillery foundries probably isn't necessary. All right, we weakened America a little bit more. We just need to get nationalism, and we'll become Turtle Island. I think I want to push for nationalism here. We're having a hard time getting our pops to work, which is a problem. Let's go and pause this construction. We don't need this to actually run right now. I think what needs to happen is we need to get some more government administrations, actually. Build these government administrations. I think the private investment has to stay around. We just need the growth. They almost don't have a claim in the Midwest. What are they down to here? Got a Lancer. Throw these guys with the cheese heads. I think having access to bureaucracy will help us here. We're paying unrealized taxes. Speaking of, we're not passing a law right now. That's a mistake. Dedicated police force needs to happen. It's just blanket good for everybody involved. Should have artillery foundry in the queue, and somewhere in there we're getting munitions plants. It's in, well, it's in the list. What did we just pick up? It was water tube boiler. It's more tools, more. This is just better for us in the long run. It's going to cost a lot now. It's going to cost us the tool shortage, but we have the tooling workshop here that, if I can fucking find it. Where is this? Indiana? Indiana. We named the dog Indiana. Pay off our credit. And let's get this shit working again. How's our, we are legitimate. It's the power of elections. So, real quick here, how much is this going to cost me? 34. I want to make sure we have more government administrations than we need here. So put 2 more in Michigan. If I go to my government administrations, what are we using? This has actually been a ton of fun. Let's do one of these furnitures. You're going to do a little bit of luxury furniture. We're going to need some stuff to help out here. We own something in Pennsylvania. That's interesting. Where is my government restriction? We do not want to do rail transports for anything. We do not afford the costs. Okay, we are using filing cabinets here. $1K in subsidies to make sure this damn railroad is working. Cut through some red tape. How's the market looking? Turbulent. Definitely turbulent here. Just want to get the British to be like... This would do it. This would get me in their power block, and I could cancel investment rights. But do I really want to cancel it? The hardest thing here is we don't have the capacity to develop our stuff. So if I do this, I can join the power block. I'm now part of the British Empire. Meaning we are now in the British market without being a subject. That's good. Okay, so I can cancel foreign investment rights after 10 months. And so now, none of the shit I was doing matters. Just lose the... we'll roll the die. Dice roll did not work out. Let's kick back our taxes here. We can make ends meet now. Going to become ambitious. Okay. Welcome to GB's power block. Good times are ahead for us, most likely, with this help. Means we can now just prioritize things that make money, right? So like, oh, motor industries are profitable. Wow, I have one in Iowa. Let's get a second. You know, that kind of logic will help us here. It does also lead me to believe that there's a likelihood we can probably swing a defensive pact or an alliance with them, both of which are going to be great for us. It does also mean we can maybe start turning on Mexico. They have 60. See, I need to get the United States down to 3 states. This will be a problem because there's 1, 2, 3 right there. So I'd have to, like, really mess them up. I kind of want to keep our current government in charge here. Alright, so what are our power block? Market unification, transport infrastructure. Land trade capacity is good. Colonial office is good. I like this. Let's invest in both of our things here. I know we're getting police force, which means we probably shouldn't do this. I need to stop suppressing the Yankees here and instead get us a tax on services. And we're going to stop. We were using probably road maintenance somewhere. Opium tax. Also, Indiana, you don't need road maintenance either. And just like that, we're almost back to our baseline here. We pay our military. Once we pay off our credit, we can pay our government too. And that's a good feeling to have. Steel, that means we should see some profit from Indiana. We probably should also see some migration coming in. Maybe. Our migration traction needs to go up. But if we keep improving, I think this is going to be really good for us. All right, so we have our long-term friend. Our only problem is going to be in case he eventually subjugates us, which he can do as a power block interaction. I don't know if the AI clicks that button, though. Let's go and cancel the foreign... Do we want to cancel foreign investment or keep it? I think it provides more benefit to us. They are notorious. Deputy Police Force does help us a lot here. Agrarianism isn't terrible. It's better than what we have, so let's go for it. It is just blanket better than our current setup. What would be good, though, I want to get rid of this agitator. All right, defensive pact could be acquired. I'm also wondering about the alliance. I missed my chance. That's France. Never mind. Let's do the defensive pact. Just to get it. That means we are solid, right? I don't think anyone's going to be attacking us. We're making income. I'm not building. That's why we're making income. I don't have munitions plants yet, but let's get a little bit of steel production. Now Oklahoma's making nothing, but if we do one in Wisconsin, ideally I want like Pennsylvania, but it's going to take us a while to get over to the United States, especially since they still have this defensive pact. I'd love to upgrade what I have with you into an alliance. All right, let's go and put a cut in here. We have a friend. I think I want to turn on Mexico. I think that's the way forward. I'm going to not expel diplomats. I want to damage relations. Can we get a rivalry? No, because we're still fucking irrelevant. If I cancel the power block embassy and I damage relations here, it's also expel diplomats just to get it done faster. We're going to turn on Mexico. I think we can swing some stuff. I think if we offer some stuff to the Confederate States, they will probably help us here. We currently have 22 troops. They have 65, so it's going to be a problem. We can test the waters, though, because we do have GB, and they could become a potential very good opportunity for us here. So we have avenues of expansion. That's good. The United States is weakened, right? They're never going to get strong enough to stop us from doing anything. It's just a question of reducing them in the next 50 years and getting our achievement done. So just to recap, our goal here on the very hard achievements, subject with no more than 3 states. 3 states. So right now they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we need to take like all of the New England area. Basically we want to get them stuck in Maryland, Delaware, and New Jersey. Like, actually Maryland, Delaware, and DC. We want them to be stuck in this little box, and we're going to take everything else. So that needs to be our priority goal. GB's gonna make that hard. We can see if we can sway them, but that's still got to happen. Anyway, for now, I'm Carlos. If you enjoyed, I've been Sean Spooskin. As always, I'll catch you in the next one. Later.